Well, in the news today, Canada's labour market added 88,000 jobs in the month of May. The unemployment rate dropped to 6.6%. That's the news out of Statistics Canada this morning. They said the growth was concentrated in full-time work, widespread across industries. So that's the news for the whole country. What's happening here in BC? Well, we're going to talk to BC's Jobs Minister now about those numbers. Ravi Kahlon is here. Sir, how you doing?
Good morning, Ryan. Thanks for having me.
Here we go again. We always chat around this time of the month when we get these jobs numbers to get the BC picture. So I guess what's it look like this month?
Yeah, positive numbers for across the country, and in particular for British Columbia. We saw an increase in 25,000 jobs in British Columbia, second highest in the country. And you know, the really positive signs of the job report is the increase in youth employment that we've seen. Over 7,000 of those jobs were for young people, and not only that, but overwhelmingly, the new jobs being created across the British Columbia are good full-time jobs. So, you know, generally positive all around, and in showing that our economy is pretty resilient in the kind of face of all the challenges that we're dealing with.
Now, I think the last time we spoke, it was the different story. We were seeing jobs being down a little bit. A lot of concern over the last few years about youth unemployment. So why do you think there's this bit of a turnaround here? Is this just a blip as things kind of go up and down, or do you think there's a trend here? Or what are we seeing play out?
Well, we've seen 2 months in a row of youth employment, so that's usually a good trend line that we want to be able to see. And you know, I think that given that British Columbia is projected by almost all economists to be the second strongest economy, or the top two strongest economies in the entire country, is a positive sign, and we're starting to see signs of that. You know, we have $88 billion of final investment decisions of major projects that we expect over the next year. We've already seen $7.5, almost $8 billion of investments being made. And all of that means good employment opportunities, good jobs for people in BC. So, you know, I'm feeling very hopeful, and we'll continue to monitor this over the coming months.
Now, where in the economy were we seeing these gains? You mentioned job growth in BC. What was the number again?
We gained about 25,000 jobs here in British Columbia. And, you know, we've seen increases in everything from transportation and warehousing to hospitality and food services. But I think the one trend line that has been really positive is seeing now 3 months of increases in construction and manufacturing. And most of that is connected to, you know, a lot of major projects that are under construction, whether that's large industrial size projects or commercial projects. And seeing 3 months of trend line in that direction is very positive.
And tell me more about the sectors and the areas where we saw that growth.
Well, as I mentioned, construction is a place where we were seeing a steady growth for the last few months. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the home building space. It can be in commercial construction, in industrial, because there's so many major projects that are being built. And that's why we've you know, doubled the investment in trades training in British Columbia, because we know we're going to see an increase in labor demand from all these major projects are coming online, and we need to make sure that our people are skilled up to be able to take those employment opportunities. And Victoria is obviously in a different place than the rest of the country. I believe it's one of the lowest, if not the lowest, unemployment rates in the entire country at 4.1%. So the labor market in Victoria in particular is very strong.
Now, you mentioned a couple of months of positive results for youth unemployment, and that's been a big issue for a while. And we actually spoke to one of the opposition members, one of the MLAs, Gavin Dew, with the BC Conservatives earlier this week, and he was highlighting a report that suggested, this is from the BC, the Business Council of BC, suggesting that if you kind of take 2019 to now, there's like 51,000 fewer young people jobs compared to just a few years ago. Is that a trend you've also noticed? And where are we at if you take that broader horizon?
Well, I mean, you know, I think that they probably should have waited for the labor numbers to come out this today, and they would have seen that we've had 2 months of positive trend lines. The youth employment in British Columbia increased, one of the highest in the country. And not only that, but we've seen more young people come back in the labor market, look for employment opportunities. So I think these numbers show a clear counter to the numbers that were thrown out by the BC Business Council last week. And this is positive. We want to see more young people get employment opportunities. We want to see them get training so they can take the opportunities that we know are on the horizon as well. And we're seeing both of that, which is great.
When we spoke about this last week, we got inundated with text messages of people talking about this, and a lot of people complaining about different things, about it just being very hard to find youth workers who are applying for the jobs, or if they are, it's kind of expensive with the minimum wage going up. There was a lot of people, I think, on the business end of things weighing in and complaining about it. Are there any challenges there where, we just saw the minimum wage rise in BC at the beginning of the week, and is that putting a pinch on anybody?
Well, I think we talk often about how young people are, struggling in, getting a job that could help them with their cost of living. And so the suggestion that somehow by lowering the wages for young people, that will help them is, it just doesn't make sense. And so what we've been doing is focusing on creating economic development opportunities, making sure that there's some stability in the labor market so that when these employers are looking for people, that they have access to it. I do hear from employers, and I understand the challenges that they're dealing with all the uncertainty around the world. And we hear from sometimes employers saying, hey, we have these job openings, but people are not applying. We have a prep cook job, but no young person is applying. And so we have clearly some more work to do to be able to connect those employers that are looking for people, getting young people skilled up to take those employment opportunities. But if the wages are lower for young people, you're going to see young people continue to struggle, and that's the opposite direction of where we need to go.
Well, the news today, Statistics Canada saying that the overall Canadian economy nationwide gained 88,000 jobs last month. For BC, we gained 25,000 of those jobs. So a lot of it happening right here in this province. And we're talking to BC's jobs minister about it, Ravi Kahlon. Thank you so much for walking us through some of the numbers. Anything else to add?
No, just that, we've got $88 billion in final investment decisions coming down the road, and we have the FIFA World Cup coming, and certainly hoping people put on the Canada jerseys and support the team.
It's just 1 week away. I can't believe it's almost here.
I know, and hopefully everyone stays healthy. Fingers crossed, and certainly looking forward to seeing them play against Ireland in their last warm-up match later today.
Yeah, no more injuries, please. That's
please,
that's what we'd like to see.
Please, my fingers are crossed. You know what, right? If I have to suit up, that would be a bad sign for the team.
Are you saying you're open to it? You're like, hey guys, Jesse Marsh, coach, I'm in if you need me.
I'm waiting for Jesse's call. Okay. I'm not picking up any phone calls until I get his,
All right. Good luck. That's Ravi Kahlon, BC's jobs minister. We'll talk again soon.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
All right. 8:30 news coming up next on CFAX 1070.